Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this year's Ride to the Wall. My name is Simon Richardson, and for the last 12 years it has been my privilege to be one of Ride to the Wall's 3 patrons. Now, for any newcomers, this is an incredible event. What started out in 2008 as a remembrance ride for just a few hundred bikers inspired by Martin Dickinson has now evolved to include very many thousands of bikes and riders. And now I believe we are one of, if not the most significant fundraising organisations for this wonderful place, with over £1.6 million raised to date. And once again, if this is your first time, I guarantee you will be back. So my thanks to the founder and governor, Martin Dickinson, and his squadron, carefully chosen word, of unpaid volunteers who work tirelessly all year to prepare for and to manage this remarkable event. Thanks also to all of those who support on the day with planning, management, logistics, marshalling and merchandise. And finally, thanks to the director of the NMA, Philippa Rawlinson, and her outstanding team for their impeccable organisation and for keeping the Arboretum pristine and perfectly presented for families and loved ones to reflect and to remember. Now, for me, and I'm sure for many of you, the annual Ride to the Wall is one of the most important days of my year. There is much that unites all of us in our common purpose of coming together to remember the 16,000 or so names of those killed in military service since the end of World War II, the details of whom are inscribed on the Armed Forces Memorial, or more simply, the Wall. Regardless of service, cap badge, military or emergency service, Harley, Hayabusa or scooter, the bonds of brother and sisterhood of the Waller family are obvious to see, and they are certainly very important to me. Now, on the 28th of August this year, it was 41 years since I joined the Royal Air Force. And I can remember my first day of that initial training like it was yesterday, filled with apprehension and excitement of what was to come. And I'm sure it was exactly the same for many of you too on your first days. But this is not about me or us, because actually it struck me that every one of these 16,000 men and women must have felt exactly the same as we did on their first day of basic training, filled with hopes, dreams, and ambitions for each of their and their loved ones' futures. But every single one of those dreams was cut short, not just for them, but for their families too, very many of whom are still with us. That's why today is so important. It allows us to confirm that here, they are not fallen, and they are not forgotten. It also allows their families to stand with us as we verify that their sacrifice was not in vain. They will be remembered by all of us for always. So on this special day, in this most sacred place, my sincere thanks to all of you for devoting your time and support to remember those who can no longer ride with us. You are just the best. Safe travels, and I'll see you next year. Thank you.